Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Tom. Today I'm filling in for Greg. He had a little tune-up on his heart, but he's doing great. We got a beautiful 65 Cobra replica by Backdraft featuring a 427 fuel injection motor. Boy, this baby's fun to drive. It's got the blackout kit. Usually these are all dinged up and scratched. I found two little spots right there that have been touched up. Other than that, it's basically flawless. Less than 2,000 miles. And I'll tell you what, that blackout kit just looks awesome on this car. Along with the Goodyear Billboard rims, and tires rather, black side pipes, it's sporting. It is sporty. Checked out the diamond tufted interior, less than 2,000 miles on it. Remember, at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're non-consignment, so the only way we're putting a car in our inventory if it's very, very high quality. You can visit our website to see over 100 pictures and the price at vanguardmotorsales.com. Let's check out the trunk. Beautiful carpeted trunk. It's got enough room in there for a little duffel bag, maybe an overnight bag. They even blacked out the cap there. The gas cap looks pretty sweet. These are built in South Africa and then brought over to the US, and the motors are put in. All assembled and painted and everything, and they do a great job on their painting. So if you're interested in this Cobra today, give me a call. My name is Tom, 7 days a week at 248-974-9513. I can help you with financing, transportation, and ultimately help you park this dream in your driveway. All right, guys, let's take this beautiful 65 Cobra replica by Backdraft for a ride. This one is phenomenal. It's a 427 iconic motor. It has fuel injection added to it, so you don't have to pump the gas before you start it. Real nice. It's got the blackout package. It's got a glove box. These are all options. You know, everything's like an upgrade when you order these. This one was built in 19. It has about 1,700 miles on it. Beautiful little car. The best thing about Cobras is that everything in one package. You got your speed, you got performance, handling rather, and it's a roadster, so you got a little convertible action too. But one of my favorite cars to sport around in. And definitely, you take the shows all the time with these. This one has a T5 manual trans, which is awesome. Remember, at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're non-consignment, so all the cars you see in our showroom are here because we've inspected them and we deemed them very high quality for our inventory. That one's definitely a lot of fun. Got the gauges, autometer gauges here. Very cool. Black face. Match the blackout package. I love the blackout package. It's got the diamond tufted interior, which is beautiful. Nice upgrade. If you ever want to come in and see us, we're located here in Michigan, flying to Detroit Metro Airport. We're about 30 minutes from the airport. What we're going to do next is we're going to bring this in. We're going to get it up on the rack and show you the bottom, show you how clean it is. Remember, these are not kit cars. Backdraft is a replica, but it's not a kit car. It's actually built in a factory in South Africa and then shipped here to the US, and the drivetrains are put in. Just a little tidbit, because I know a lot of people call these kit cars, but they're not kit cars. This is our building here in Plymouth. We'd love for you to come out and see us.
Okay guys, this is the underside of the Backdraft Cobra Tommy just showed you. So first thing, it does have a, I believe this is an aluminum fuel cell in it. Now typically with the Backdrafts, it's very normal to have the BMW style rear end. That's exactly what this one has. It is an open differential model, and it's 350 gear ratio. Moving forward to that, once again, typical for all the Backdraft cars, you have like a square tube style frame on it. And I say it with a lot of my videos too, is the Backdrafts and the Superformance both, you have a very consistent high quality with these cars, and this car is, if I'm not mistaken, like a 2018, 2019 build date, so a very, very recent car, and that's pretty apparent as you're looking underneath here. One other point about the fuel system is you have an electric fuel pump inside of that tank, and we're going to see why in just a moment. As far as the transmission goes, this is a brand new Tremec T5, 5-speed, fifth gear being an overdrive with the 355 gear ratio. This thing cruises on the freeway just fine. It's cool here. They spent the money on a lot of, you'll see like a lot of nice fuel fittings and stuff like that on the car. It's Aeromotive, that's pretty fancy stuff. Serviceable fuel filter, hydraulic clutch on it, quick time explosion resistant bell housing, Power Master starter. This is the underside of our 427. Moroso T-sump pan, I like to say I'm a big fan of these pans. I've got one on my car. Increased oil capacity is always a good thing. Okay, for front suspension, we do have just the typical Backdraft standard equipment stuff. This car was, however, optioned with power steering, which is actually fairly rare on these Cobras. So we got that going on for us. Underside of our serpentine pulley kit with the blackout the blackout option on it. We're going to get to that once again in just a second. Now the rear brakes are disc on this car, no big surprise. Disc brakes in the front as well. Sway bar, all the bushings, of course, with it being such a recent build, all of it's brand new. So once again, no big surprises on any of this stuff. Very, very clean up in the wheel wells. Tires. So we have, I believe these are actually original to the build of the car too. I've seen like a 2018 DOT code on them. And for the size, I think I can get to it from the back. They have the white letters covering some of it. And these are Z-rated, I do remember that. Here we are, 245/40 ZR18s, and once again the Z being a speed rating for the tire. Coming around to the back, we have quite a bit more here, 295/40 ZR18s back here, and both these wheels are actual knockoff style wheels. We have them safety wired here, but this is a true knockoff style wheel. So that all being said, let's go take a look at the 427 351 Windsor base crate engine under the hood. All right guys, so here it is. This is a 427 iconic crate motor. That's what comes with a lot of these Backdrafts when you order it. So one thing that's kind of interesting about this one that you don't often see is they actually optioned this one out with fuel injection. So this is a FiTech throttle body fuel injection. That's a Go EFI 4 600 horsepower capable model, and that's what the electric fuel pump in the back is all about. And so that's pretty cool about it. And they actually have the ignition system, the MSD distributor and coil, all being controlled by the EFI setup as well. So which means that you can actually adjust timing and all sorts of stuff just by way of the computer, which is pretty darn cool. And if you're an engine tuner and kind of an engine dork like myself, it makes playing around with it quite a bit more fun. So that all being said, underneath that we have an Edelbrock Performer RPM intake manifold. Now of course it's got a black powder coat job on it. No big surprise because I think it all comes with the blackout kit, which was an option on these cars. So I believe this is all factory done. Good looking set of valve covers on it. I've actually had that valve cover off of it, and I know that it has a dog bone style hydraulic roller camshaft. We have, of course, aftermarket roller rockers on it, 7/16 screw-in studs, and the cylinder heads. A set of Edelbrock E Street aluminum cylinder head, so it's a little bit more of like a performance-oriented cylinder head. And that's all attached to a Dart engine block, which is also, you know, that's kind of big money there. You got a Dart engine block, that's good stuff. That can support quite a bit of horsepower. I already talked about the ignition system, but I'll go through it just one more time here. MSD distributor, Blaster 2 coil, all being controlled by the EFI setup on this one. Another thing too that I'm going to point out, I already pointed it out underneath there that it does have power steering here, but we got a nice little aftermarket power steering pump over here. All the lines look like they're like nice AN lines on everything. does have a serpentine pulley kit, like I said, underneath. It's all, I believe it's a part of the Iconic kit. This is actually an Edelbrock water pump here that's all been powder coated or painted black one. It looks to be like an Edelbrock job. The can't think of the word. The alternator, single like a single post, like GM style single wire alternator, Power Master brand. Headers on it look all good. We got an O2 sensor over on that side I can see in there for the EFI setup. Once again, you got all of our tanks and everything here has all been powder coated black. Just all of it looks good. And same thing here with our nice, like our reservoirs for our both probably front and rear master cylinder, and then we have our reservoir for our hydraulic clutch as well. Overall, pretty nice build, and once again with the Backdraft Cobras, you get a nice, consistent, high-quality build just about every time. So, guys, that all being said, if you'd like to have this Cobra parked in your driveway, make sure to call Tom with the number below and let Vanguard Motorsports park this sucker in your driveway. We'll see you in the next one.